I can't hear you yet, Jennifer. Can anyone hear me? There we go. Now I have sound.
Okay, me too.
It's like a delay.
Yeah. Are you logged in as a host?
Yes.
Okay, great. I didn't get the prompts to do it, so.
Okay, and there really isn't there's not a way for me to add 2 hosts, so I think whoever
does it first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay,
should be
great.
Good. Should be good. We should be good.
So we've had basketball games tonight, and I came home after the first basketball game to try to get ready and settle down about 45 minutes ago. So probably pretty soon everybody will come. Well, the rest of my crew will come raging through the door.
We're home.
Yeah. Hey, Thora.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I just got home from my concert.
Awesome. This girl's been rocking it out. I met her at the state fair, and she's a school teacher and wasn't going to do much. And how much did your November end up?
Over $3,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had 3 parties in November, and they were awesome. And
3 parties?
Yeah, and right now I'm watching Facebook because a friend posted her Stargaze diffuser tonight, and people are wanting them. So, crossing my fingers.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
That Stargaze diffuser is gorgeous.
It is. I think I need one.
Yeah. I know. I think I've settled for just having metal diffuser tops though. Because my boys play too much ball. that guy right there that I'm pointing to, that's my new favorite warmer. But let me tell you, that thing is not for a room with boys with balls. I'm talking about basketballs.
We are the moms of boys. We get it.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Dumped 4 or 5 times now. Sloshed.
What warmers?
Break out the blow dryer.
What warmer's back there?
It's the what is it even called? Over the shadows or
yeah, it gives a really pretty glow. I just can't see the
it's the one with the trees on that matches the tree diffuser.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Man, I can't remember names. I'm so bad.
Well, there's so many.
I know, I've been around too long.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get going. It's 8:33, and we always want to make sure that we cut these between 30 and 40 minutes. So thank you guys for getting on. I know December is crazy, and it's busy for everybody. And so Ann and I actually have my my emails sent out to do a Zoom on the 18th, but I'm going to cancel that out because Ann and I figured that with December being so crazy that we probably wouldn't get many on anyway. So we're going to scratch that, and we thought tonight we would just do some fun stuff with how we're going to make our December successful, and there they come. They haven't eaten dinner either yet, so they'll all be raiding the lasagna in the kitchen. So I just wanted to go through some of the December news because I know when we used to do our calls before, we would always try to go through some news stuff, and I think that's pretty vital in December just to stay on top of things. So, you know what? And if you haven't already looked this up, if you don't know the answer to this just popped in my head because it's more of a January thing, but I forgot to look it up, is the date for starting to be able to order Bring Back My Bars. Do you know that?
I don't, but I'm going to go look for it right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so tomorrow, first of all, there's a training call at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So I know I don't listen to those trainings enough. They are so valuable. There's so much information stockpiled in those training calls that if we truly would take the time to like dig in and just, I mean, even just going in and typing in if you can do it while I'm doing this. We have a desktop Mac, and now my 19-year-old needs something off the computer to put on his thumb drive. So, can you minimize it?
I just need to pull it off real quick.
I guess.
You can. We'll still be able to see you.
You can still see me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was just talking about the trainings. I think they're so valuable. Like I always talk about how when I first started selling Scentsy, I would always get on Becca Levi's Saturday calls, and I still should do that. I just haven't made time to do it in forever, but it literally kept me going throughout my early days of, just being discouraged about things not going like I wanted them to, or it always just motivated me to get me to the next week. So I just encourage you guys to be getting on those trainings. And then remember that every Tuesday and Thursday that both Jason Harwood and Sarah from home office do trainings. Jason is at 2:30 Mountain Time on Tuesday afternoons, and Sarah always does a short training on Thursday at 2 Mountain Time. So you guys can, okay, so you got me. So where's there? Is that my screen? Where'd you minimize it to? There it is. And then what? What? So now let me see. Okay, there it is. No, don't lose it. My son, he's taking all my pens. I'm kind of picky with my pens, and he's taking my stuff now. Life with family. Okay. So that's what you have to look forward to, Anne, when your kids get older. This whole wide range right now. Okay, so Jason and Sarah's calls, those are great. And then something else that's going on right now, which some of you might already know about, but they are doing that fun 12 Days of Christmas on the Facebook page. Have you guys been participating in that or reading any of that? I think I heard briefly that they were doing it, but honestly, I hadn't even looked at it. And I got on there tonight, and I was like looking at some of the information. And it's kind of neat just to see what other consultants' responses were. So I'm going to go over some of that here in just a few minutes, because I thought that the questions that they were using to prompt people's ideas and just conversation were pretty cool. So also World Tour. Don't forget that World Tour registration is open. I have not signed up yet. I'm going, but I can't decide if I want to go to St. Louis or Chicago. St. Louis is closer to me, but Chicago, I always go to Chicago because I usually end up in the person to like lead in Chicago. So I'm just like waiting, and I really don't know why I'm waiting, because I really want to just go to St. Louis since it's closer. So make sure you register for World Tour, because I know people that work during the day, it can be hard to get that day off, but it's so crucial. I think like any Scentsy event that corporate does is amazing, and you'll get so much out of it. We always get lots of free stuff, and then getting to see them do stuff up close and personal is always fun. Don't forget that we have 2 new bath bombs, the Sun-Kissed Citrus and Sea Salt Avocado. Also, there's new bricks that is they're Shimmer and Sugar. Those 2 bricks. And don't forget that bricks are $24. I've been around a while, and that price just increased with the bar increase, and I think I like forget every once in a while, and I tell people that they're $20, but they're really $24. Buddies and clothing are 20% off this week through the 7th, I think it is. So if you want buddies and clothing, make sure that you're getting that stuff ordered. Eliza the Elephant is sold out. The Scents of the Season is sold out. And then, something else that I thought that everyone might want to know or should know is that the 2018 consultant calendar is available. So if you're looking for any dates for reunion or any other things that are going on during 2018, that calendar is available on your workstation. Okay. That. Okay, so tonight Ann and I thought we would just kind of
Wait.
yeah.
The Bring Back My Bar,
Okay.
December 19th for $102. It's an $18 savings because they're not doing the testers this year, you guys. You have to do your own testers. So
Okay.
December 19th. 102.
Okay. Something to go along with that is I posted on my group page because I always buy those testers, and I know that if you're not if you haven't been around for very long or whatever, it can be a financial stress to buy those. So what I recommend to my girls is if you want to go in with someone, you can't post it and be like, hey, I just suggest doing it privately. And some of my girls, I told them already that I would send them some. I always buy the full set, and then I cut them into either 8 or 16 pieces, and then I put them in the little craft baggy jewel baggies, and then I just put them in a brown paper sack. And I figure that if I can get 8 to 16 catalog parties out, my benefits are going to far outweigh the cost of those bars. And if you do something like that, you can always divide that cost by however you want to do it. If you do cubes, you could just divide it by 8. If you do half a cube, you could divide it by 16, and it makes it super cheap. So I usually, if I end up with a lot of them, just because I do buy them, I'll gift that bag of the brown paper sack with a cube of each scent. I'll just gift that to my hostess if they reach their $200 minimum. So it's just something that I've done for my hostesses. So I would encourage you guys to save and get those, or go in with another consultant or two, however you want to do it. So
and here's how I do mine, just a little bit different to just give you a different idea. These are those condiment containers that you can get at a party store. They're a little bit more on the they're not baggy cheap, but they're not expensive. But then I just put a whole cube in there, and then that's a great idea. Then they can just give that to the hostess. The scent doesn't transfer as much as the baggies.
Yeah, that's right. And those are great because sometimes if you put those in just the little Ziploc baggies and put it in a brown bag together, a lot of times the scent will mix, and so they can't really get a full idea of what each individual scent smells like. So that is a good idea. I think I get those when I've done them in those at GFS. So if you guys have something like that locally, then that's just like a food store.
Like a party store.
Yeah. So I'm sure you can find them locally. Or good old Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So something that Ann and I were talking about was just different ideas. I thought that we could throw around some ideas of things that we're going to be doing for the month of December, or just ideas to throw out there of things that we could be doing. So on my list, I actually put office parties. You can do a lunch office party for a school, in a break room, or any kind of break room. If you know somebody that has a break room where a lot of people go, it's those are really good things to do around the holidays. Open house parties, every consultant should be doing an open house. I know sometimes my open houses don't go real grand, but during the holidays, people do seem to I mean, I know Holly Moran, she's not in our group, but Ann and I are good friends with Holly. And Holly has the cutest house. And she does some great snapshots of like her kitchen. She just remodeled her kitchen. And so she's serving chili. And I think she's doing it like every day.
Yeah,
There's hours every day. She's
Mhm.
having people in to her house and feeding them chili. And so it's just, I mean, she's got it going on with the open house this week. So that's an idea that you can just do kind of last minute. Chili or soup like that is something cheap if you want to try to get moms or people while their kids are at school. You can say, like get away while your kids are gone. Come by my house and shop. I know you can be placing orders until the 18th, remember? Or if you do have cash and carry, you can set out your cash and carry and try to do that.
So Jen, just let I talked to Holly tonight.
Yeah.
And so tonight was the last night she had it. So she had it Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it was like Saturday night she had it for like 2.5 hours. Sunday she had it like during the middle of the day, like nap time-ish. And then today she had it over the lunch hour. So she kind of picked different times so that different people could come, which is like duh, like why did I never think of that? Because she had like orders of like $500 of orders and like $1,500 in cash and carry. I mean, phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal. I know, I was blown away. But she did some of the cutest stuff. So I asked her if she could like show me what she did, but she put almost a ton of stuff in packages. So your hand soap and a hand cream, or a body wash and the body lotion. Like she packaged a bunch of stuff. She even had like in cute little bags, and she got everything at the dollar store. Everything was in like a cute little container or a box or a mug or something. She did like a 2-pack of wax for $10, and it was like old wax that she had for a while that weren't really selling. So she just put it in a cute little gift bag and put a little post-it on what scents they were, and she sold like $500 and like $100 in wax like that. So I mean, it was just sitting in her house. Like now she's got it out in their hands, and it might be a bring back my bar sometime down the road, or or maybe it's someone's favorite scent that they totally found. But she did a ton of packages like that. 2 packets of scent circles in a bag. Like everything was combined, and how easy. Then literally just take and go. Another thing she did, which I'm going to do because I've never done it, where she did the perfect Scentsy of the nightlight warmers, and she split it in half and she had them packaged. So she had a warmer and 3 bars of wax, and it was ready to go, all gift wrapped. Boom, there you go. If you don't have very picky people, or you have a lot of inventory that maybe you want to get rid of, you can kind of mix and match. But there she said she sold 4 sets like that. Well, that's $120 right there. So
Awesome. How much is the perfect plug-in now?
66. Oh, so then I'm even off. So even more than that. So you can do 33.
Yeah. But like I have older discontinued plugins that I would sell for 30 or even 25. Like if you're doing like a grab bag type of thing,
Yes.
then that's cute. Like, did she have pictures of that, or how did she share that with you?
On Marco Polo.
Well, you need to snapshot some of those ideas and send them to me.
Okay.
Us. Put them on here, girl. No,
They're
I'm
really cool.
terrible. I'm not very like frou-frou and creative. Like I had one of my new girls. She put together like 60 of those mugs with a scent circle and a room spray in them. 60 of them.
That's awesome.
And she like had them all wrapped up and stuff. And I need help when it comes to like cutesifying stuff up.
Whatever. Look at that's hanging on your wall.
No, that's a Pinterest idea there.
Too funny.
Okay. Also something that Ann and I talked about earlier were customer appreciation open houses. So like you can do a customer appreciation Christmas open house, and you can kind of like if you're what we were just talking about the open houses, you could kind of title it customer appreciation if you want to like really focus in on past customers. That's another idea. And then Becca talking. Okay, and then something else. So like I do have a lot. This is for the back, but I have a lot of older discontinued stuff sitting in my basement. And so I put on my VIP Facebook page, hey boys, listen, I'm doing a conference call. Bryce, I need you to be quiet. Sorry. So I sent out, on my VIP page, I put that I was doing a clearance sale if they wanted to know anything about it to message me. And so I probably had 6 or 7 people say, yeah, I want to know what your clearance stuff is. And so I actually unboxed a bunch of warmers that I had that were older and took a picture of all of those. And so tomorrow I actually have 2 people coming by the shop. I have one at 8 a.m. and then I have another one after school at like 3:15. So I'm getting like, I've already sold from just that. I've already sold like 6 or 7 warmers. So, and that's from like 2 people. So I was super excited about that just to move some of that older inventory that I have. And then I love the idea that Ann shared that Holly was doing, because you could wrap that up. And if people are looking for just a quick giveaway or gift idea for a teacher or whatever, then they can come by and shop and have their little bag already wrapped up and stuff. So, okay.
And just even like this, you guys, like a little simple bath bomb. I mean, this looks a whole lot cuter than just the bath bomb, right?
Where'd you get just the clear cellophane bag?
At the dollar store.
Oh, yeah?
And then my crinkle paper at the dollar store.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's great.
I'd buy them, but no one's buying them for me, so.
I just had my landlord come over to my house because I was paying. She was coming over because I had to pay her rent, and she looked at my Scentsy stuff and bought $243 worth of my inventory. And I was like, she's like, "I'll take this. I want this. Give me this." And I'm like, "Here you go. Here you go." She's like, "I'll be back." I'm like, "Okay." So it was nice.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. Like right after even like the cutoff, let people know that if you have the inventory that they can shop. Like I'll set up like a little store, the last 2 weeks of December or, before Christmas. And I've been telling people like crazy lately that you can just come over to my house and like purchase, just because it's so hard with littles to get out. And now we're going to get dumped on with snow. It's like, oh, but if they can come over to you, they'll probably buy even more because they'll see it versus looking through a catalog.
Yeah. Okay. I did write down a list of people that we should be targeting for, or I guess offering our customers ideas on who they're going to be gift giving to. And I wrote down teachers, administrators, family, friends, our UPS guy, postal workers, coworkers or your boss, hairdresser, babysitter, healthcare providers, pet sitter, a paper delivery person if anybody still gets a newspaper, and then a school bus driver. Do you guys have any other ideas on people that you or your customers can gift Scentsy to?
Did you have daycare on there?
No. I put babysitter, but daycare provider.
Right.
That's just a list that I came up really quick with, but I just think too that it's really important for us as consultants to be giving Scentsy as gifts to others. Maybe even a little, like teachers, maybe even a little bit early, a couple weeks early, so that they do know that if they don't already know that you're a Scentsy consultant, that they know, and that they might even order Scentsy themselves prior to Christmas Day. So, okay. One last thing that I wanted to go over is the Scentsy Family Consultants page that they're doing the 12 Days of Christmas. So you guys have to get on there over the next 8 days and check it out. But the first day, on December 1st, they said, how do you incorporate Christmas into your Scentsy business? Shh. So I think that that's pretty like self-explanatory, and I mean, we should all be incorporating Scentsy into Christmas. How can you not? Like, that's the biggest selling season of the year, the biggest opportunity, I think. I mean, obviously October, November, December are 3 of our bigger months because of the holidays. But we really need to use that to direct the end of the year and launch it into January. So I think that that's really crucial to make sure as you're wrapping up your year that you kind of use those customers and that business that you get in December to launch into your January. December 2nd, they said to share your favorite Scentsy stocking stuffers. So we should have like tons and tons of options for stocking stuffers for all of our customers. Just like Ann was sharing about Holly doing those little wrapped up things. Ann's little bath bomb. I mean, you wouldn't have to have it all wrapped up for it to be a stocking stuffer, but what do we have? Bath bombs, room sprays, scent circles, bars, any of the body oils. So there's so many options for little.
Right. And that's a really good post to have on your business page. Like if you have, I mean, it's almost like you have to give them an idea to go, oh yeah. You know, like your customer's not going to come to you and say, okay, Ann, here's my list of like, what can you get for Sally? And, you know, more than likely they already have a list going, but how can you help them complete that list? So if you say, okay, who needs stocking stuffers? I've got some stocking stuffer ideas. Give me a shout. But just get them to think about the things about the holidays and about the gift giving season that will help you get into their pocketbook.
Yeah, so I had somebody it was a guy. He actually messaged me today. It's a guy that he has done work on our cars before, and he asked me about the bath bombs, and he was like, yeah, I want to get a bath bomb for Katie, which is his girlfriend. And so I said, yeah, we have, they're $8 each. And I listed the 3 kinds that I have in stock. And he was like, okay, I'll take 4 of them. So it went from I want a bath bomb to I want 4 bath bombs, because I also mentioned that they would be great stocking stuffers for his girls. So yeah, we have to offer, just because they are wanting one thing, you kind of have to put those ideas, especially guys. Who was it that was doing Thora? She was doing what did you say your page was called? Share a little bit about that.
I did. There was a picture posted a while back for sales for guys, for their girlfriends and wives and all that. And it was called No Girls Allowed Scentsy Event or something. So I made a page this weekend and called it No Girls Allowed Guys Scentsy Weekend or something like that, and to add all my guy friends into it. And then I posted that picture and gift ideas for their wives and their girlfriends. I put the buddies on there for their daughters. I only got 1 sale out of it, but I got 1 sale out of it. And I just did it over the weekend, and I posted in the morning and in the evening, I run my Facebook parties. I tried to get it out there. And you never know, you might get future sales from it. So it's, not done yet. December is not over.
Yep. That's awesome. I love that idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
And to just make it a group. So then,
Yeah.
they're in it for next year,
Right. I can do it again.
Right.
And keep working on it.
For Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, December 3rd was what do you warm over the Christmas season and where do you warm it? So one of my new favorite scents is vanilla oud. So I have been warming that in our family room and I love it. And so I also use our diffusers a lot. And so I have been using clove in my diffuser. I like a lot of the those kinds of scents in my diffusers too. So what else? I was trying to think of what other oils. I actually have some private oils that I got from home office that I've been using in my diffusers.
You're supposed to be throwing those away, Jennifer. No.
I shouldn't say that.
I love cranberry garland. Like,
Yeah.
that's like my favorite winter scent. It does not smell very good in the clamshell, but when it's warming, it's like heaven. What about you guys? What else? What are you guys warming?
Snowberry.
I knew that was going to come up.
That's my favorite one.
My 5th grade teachers at school, I'll teach in one hallway, and they've all been piling the Scentsy scents into their warmer. And so they've been doing the mixes. So when you go down the hall, one teacher's got very snowy cypress, the other one's got Christmas cottage, and somebody else has got something. And the hallway smells great. And guess who's advertising for me for free at school?
That's awesome.
Christmas cottage and the very snowy spruce is really good.
Yum.
Mine is Eskimo Kiss.
Yay. Anyone else?
There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
I can't keep cranberry garland in my house though, so I haven't even warmed it like in so long because everyone wants it because I just talk about it constantly.
You know, another really good one that I have sold a lot of this season is the Homestead Holiday.
Yes.
I have several people that love that one, and they'll buy 3 or 6 at a time.
That was a really good one. Yeah.
Okay. And then lastly, today, who is your Christmas time Scentsy helper, and what is your favorite project to work with them on? So I know, like, from my very beginning of Scentsy, like, I really have honed in on stay-at-home moms because that's who I am. And so it was so funny for me to kind of search through there, and lots of moms were posting pictures of their kids and them out running errands with their little ones in the car. So I thought that was really cool. Does anybody have a Christmas time helper? I have lots of helpers at my house. They might not want to help, but they get to help.
My mom is my Scentsy helper, but
That's awesome.
yeah, she's just never really been given the chance to say no. So, but now it's more like now you have to watch my kids versus
Yeah.
sticker.
I know how that is. Okay. Look at that. Aw.
Love.
So do you guys have any questions or any great ideas that you want to share about your holiday Christmas season? Anything big that you have coming up?
So I'll just share a few things that I'm doing. Jennifer talked at the very beginning about an office party, and I'm actually doing one on Friday from 11:30 to 1:30. I'm going to sit in their break room or lunchroom, wherever, and she wants me to bring stock. So I've never done it before. I don't know what it will be like, but it'll be interesting. So that's cool.
How did you come about that, Anne? Did you ask her, or what did she?
She came up to me. It was an old friend whose sister used to sell Scentsy and no longer does. So she probably did it for her, and they were probably asking, like, hey, someone else can do it? It's at an office, an early childhood office.
Okay. I did one time at a doctor's office, and then it was really kind of strange because the couple ladies that were at the front desk, they were always really good customers of mine, and they would collect orders for me, like, on a regular basis. And then I did this open house, like, office party one day, And then I think they got in trouble. Like, it was really weird because they were like, they told us we can't do this again. So I was like, okay, oops. So that's one thing. You want to make sure that it's okay. But
Yeah.
they're great. But, I mean,
It sounds like there's a few different vendors, so not just me.
yeah.
But
It is
and
a
then,
good opportunity.
Thursday night I'm doing my customer appreciation. And so that's why I was kind of like honing in on Holly and like, okay, what did you do? So I invited 6 other vendors. It was supposed to be 5 because there was only supposed to be 6 of us, but 1 tagged in. And so there's 7 of us, and we're going to do the bingo game that you guys have maybe heard about that's going around that was taught at Summit. And so we're gonna all set up cash and carry, whoever has it. Some people don't have cash and carry. They're just gonna hang out with their products. And then they're gonna shop for an hour, and then we're gonna play 6 rounds of bingo for them to earn free product, 1 from each of the vendors. And so it's just kind of like a customer appreciation, but yet it's all people that live in the same town that I do. And that's kind of my parameters that I set on it. I said, you have to have 10 people show up. And so what we're trying to do is share customers. So the LuLaRoe, I want your customers, and I'm happy to share my customers with you. So trying to build that relationship wise with the customers. And so that I was really picky about the vendors too, about getting them, because I want quality people to be working with my customers, but then I also want, if they've got good customers, I want to work with them too. So what I kind of did is threw a little bag together of goodies for the people that are coming of my customers, because I want them to feel really honored to be a part of this. And then I hope to keep doing it. So like whether we do it for Mother's Day again, or we do it, December and June, maybe when it's a little bit slower, I can do another customer appreciation. But so I just put in little baggies, like I showed you guys this. So they'll each get a sample of a nice size, a whole chunk of wax. Jennifer told me to cut up some bath bombs. So I cut up 1 bath bomb and I got 6 samples out of it. So that'll go pretty far. And then I have on this, I will put like a little tag. I have to go get them printed tomorrow that says, you're the bomb, so that they know what it is, like the bath bomb. And then I'm just going to put like a washer with sample in, the laundry liquid samples that we can get, like all of these bad boys. So I'll just make sure that they each get a sample of each different style. So I'm going to load them up with samples, but then to just let them know how thankful I am. I know it's cheesy, but like the little popcorn, and I've got a little sign that says, I'm bursting with gratitude for you. So just super simple. And then there's another one, those chocolate covered pretzels, or the almond bark pretzels. And it says, how did you become so flippin' amazing, or something like that. So just kind of like to tie it in, make it really cute, to give them something as they come in. So not expecting them to shop. I know they will, but just as a thank you for showing up, supporting my business, letting them know like how much it means to me. Even having like little pictures of your family or whatever your why is, just have that posted like somewhere around like your booth or your table in your home. I always do like these thank you cards, and then they get tickets. They go into a drawing. So this one I'm loading them up with tickets so they have more chances to win throughout my monthly drawing. But that's kind of like my big thing, which is Thursday. So I hope it doesn't snow too much. We can't do it. I'll be sad.
Awesome. Our call is about to end, so
Yes.
thanks for sharing, Anne. And I hope you guys feel like you got something out of tonight. Anne will upload this, and then I'll put it on my Facebook group page.
So now we don't have a call until January.
Yes.
Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Remember, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Good night.